Hey guys, welcome to Classy Girl Codes. We're your hosts, Rissa and
Ari.
And we're excited to tell y'all that we're starting our podcast today. When I say today, well, not today, but we started yesterday. We kind of recorded yesterday, but it's okay. We restarted because we were kind of, fumbling and stuff, and we were a bit, Anyway, so are you proud of us, girl, to start this podcast? Because I know I am.
Am I proud? Girl, you know I'm proud.
Hey, sis. Alright, so we just gonna jump into what we're gonna be talking about today on our Classy Girl Codes. Because you already know, we coming with the questions, we coming with the response, we coming with the, the talking, the getting in, the laughing, all of it.
All of it.
Okay, so I got this first question for you, girl. So, how can life be challenging in your early 20s?
Well, I feel like life can be challenging when you have a lot going on in one setting. It's hard to focus on just one thing. It can serve as a distraction.
Right.
And with distractions, sometimes it can be easy to cut off. Sometimes it can be hard to cut off.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like as a person, you ought to know what are your top priorities,
right,
and not just, cutting everything off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, life in your early 20s can be challenging because you're freshly, out of your teens,
yeah,
and you're just, it's like you just turned 20 or 21, 22, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy because, you have all these responsibilities getting thrown at you and stuff like that, and it's just, we have to realize what she said, our priorities are, and we have to get them all straightened up. But we still have time to, figure out what we want to do in life and what we want to be and what we want to accomplish in life and all of our dreams and goals. But, sometimes it can be challenging because we can be hard on ourselves a lot of the times. And it's just girl or man, you got this. You can do it and get through it. But sometimes it's just kind of hard because, it's a bunch of things getting piled on top of you at once most of the time. So, yeah.
I most importantly feel like, as a young person, don't feel like you have to have it all together.
Right, especially when you're so young, please don't put that pressure and stress on yourself because you will stress yourself out so bad. Girl, you don't want to end up in a hospital and being stressed because that's the worst. No.
And if I can keep it real with y'all, baby, I'm still in college, so I still have stuff that I want to do with my life,
Right.
So I'm not going to put the other stuff that I want in life on hold. Absolutely not. I'm going to work towards that, but I don't feel like right now at the age 21, I should have this all put out together. It's automatically going to drop into my hand and, and I'm going to just be able to accomplish it all in one sitting. It doesn't work out
right, because that's not going to happen like that. That's why we have to plan out stuff, even though, our plans may not go a certain way because, God already planned our lives out, so it's just we have nothing to worry about, literally, but we always end up worrying about things because something gets... Yeah, and we always end up worrying about things because, maybe something gets in the way or something like that, or, a death in the family, per se, or something, and you're just oh, I want to give up on what I've worked hard for, or something like that. I'm just and then you have to snap back into reality and be no, girl, I really got this. And then just got to keep going, man.
If it fails one time, you get up and you try
again. Literally, what Aaliyah said.
You keep trying and you keep trying. You just don't give up on the first try.
I will say, if it don't keep working out and you try it 1,000 times, Kira, go do something else. You can dibble and dabble in a lot of things. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
You can dibble and dabble in a lot of things to see what you really like and what you really want to do. Because you can't just have one thing to be... I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you can't just have one thing to be focused on in life. You have to have a backup plan, as always.
Please don't limit yourself.
Yes. Because once you limit yourself, you won't know what you're capable of in life. You know what I'm saying? So just go out there, try new things, dibble and dabble in every little bit of things, so that you can know what you want to do and what you wouldn't want to do in life, and you'll be okay.
And I feel like it's important because eventually along the way, like, you know, as you get older, you're going to be introduced to a lot of things. And as life goes on, you're going to be introduced to a lot of things. So whether that be with family, starting a family, having a new career, you know, moving, it's a lot of, with this life that we're in our 20s, there's a lot of adjustments going on. Going into college, coming out of college, like going into a new career, going to a new job. It's a lot of adjusting and it's a lot of balancing that takes place. And you're being new to this. So it's like, since it's something new that you're being exposed to, you're going to have to take time and to really adjust to certain things and figure it out. You know, you're not going into this new career, new job, whatever, new life, having it all figured out. Like, right, that's just not the way it works.
We don't have it all figured out, and we're not going to have it all figured out ever. But what we can do is go for what we really want and try to achieve them goals. Achieve them goals. Not try to. We are going to achieve them goals because we know what we want.
Because let me tell you something. Your life, I'm not going to say, like, your life could change in a year. That's possible. Your life can change within 6 months. I feel like it's all about how much effort and how much time you put into something. And I also feel like, obviously, it's all, you know, with God and stuff. But as a person, it also, like, depends who you're in the bargain.
You have to do the work as yourself.
Yourself, you know. And you just can't be afraid of commitment.
You know, God is always going to be there behind you.
But
you have to be willing to do the work for Him. And you can't just be sitting on your tail and be like, oh God, I want a business, this and that. And then you think it's going to appear out of thin air. No, God is not a magician. He does not work like that. Like, no, I think because people do think like that. And I'm just like, no, that's not how God works. Like, you have to do the work in order for you to, you know, receive that blessing. And receive that, you know.
And another thing is, I was going to add on, you never know what is on the other side of the door. Mm-hmm. So going into a new opportunity may lead you to new opportunities. You know, going into this new job or career may lead you to a better position than where you currently are. You know, so you just never know what's on the other side of the fence.
Right. So, girl, after that, saying that, we're going to lead into the next question. So, can you confidently say that the path you're on right now in life, wait, hold on, my bad, y'all. Can you confidently say that the path you are on in life right now is the one that you would want for yourself?
Definitely. I feel like the path that I'm on right now, it's taken me a lot to get to where I am confidently. To say that I'm here, I'm doing great. It took me, you know, years to adjust. But now that I'm here, I'm not at my fullest potential. That's what I don't want y'all. I don't want any of us to think that we're at our fullest potential. Because we're still, you know, growing and we're getting to where we want to be. Right. But I can definitely say I am grateful. I'm extremely grateful for where I am in life. And I'm going to forever be thankful on where I'm going.
Right. So. Yeah, can I confidently say that? Sometimes, yeah, I can, but at times, like, I be like, you know, self-doubt a little bit. I be like, dang, God, like, am I really going the right way? Like, am I really listening to you? And, like, you know, on my right path of what I want to do in life and what you want me to do for you in life, Lord. But it's just like, sometimes I be like, okay, I'm doing good. And then I get to slacking on some stuff, and then it just be like, girl, what are you doing with your life? Like, come on. You know you can do better than what you're doing now. And then I start picking up the pace more.
Right.
You know, I'm a little bit in between and confidently saying that I am, like, on the right path right now. Because, you know, some stuff going on behind the scenes. So it's just like, dang, man. But I have my good days and my bad days. Well, we all have our good days and our bad days. So it's just like, but I kind of think I'm on the right path in life right now. You know, just got to figure out, you know, not what I really want to do, but, you know, where I'm headed and stuff like that. So, because one day it can just change just like that. So it's just like, you never know what could happen in life. So, yeah, that's about it. Did you want to add something else to that?
I was going to say, like, definitely be grateful for where you are. Don't take
anything
for
granted.
Do not take anything for granted.
Because it can be taken away from you in the shoot. Soon as the lightning strike, it be taken away from you. I ain't
blink of an eye, as they say. I feel like, truthfully, if you feel like you're not where you want to be, but you're working towards that, but you still have doubts and stuff, circling back to what she said, that's okay. I feel like a lot of times people punish themselves and they feel like it's a crime. Right. And they feel like it's just, the world is going to end. But I don't want y'all to think so negatively. I want y'all to think like a little bit more positively, you know. On the other side of the fence, you know, this opportunity, like I was saying, this opportunity, you know, may lead to another different opportunity. Like, you never really know what are you doing can be impactful, shall I say. Right. But I don't want you to just sit there and pressure yourself and beat yourself down because, you know, you didn't meet this certain goal or something. It's okay, and it's when you try
and you're gonna beat it when the requirements are met, okay? Like, it's not literally the end of the world. You just gotta keep pushing, keep going, keep doing you, and keep doing what you think is right.
Stay motivated, stay, keep your circle, keep your circle small, but keep your circle mindful. Let's start there. And
keep positive people around you. Because you don't need all the negative stuff, all the, you know, the heavy doubters around you or the heavy negative people telling you you can't do this, can't do that, and then
you never gonna go far in life.
Right, and then you end up self-doubting yourself, and then it all goes downhill from there. So, you know, always keep a good, positive group of people around you. Keep your mind healthy. Go do something you love, you know, to stay positive. Even if that's like, you know, chilling in your room, watching a movie, chilling with your friends, you know, catching up with people, hanging out with the family, going out of town, something like that, etc. And just, you know, stay mindful of your mind, literally.
Please. And know that you have a state of mind. Do not, I know sometimes we all have our down moments and stuff like that, but it's so important to have a gentle, positive reminder. But I also want everybody to know, like, no matter what you do in life, you are going to have somebody in your corner supporting you. It may be one person, it may be 10 people, but regardless, you're going to always have that endless amount of support. But especially from the man above. From God. So you are always gonna have some type of protection, you know, and, you know, making sure you're on the right path or where you're directed, you know, to be. Right. I feel like that's important.
Y'all just remember to keep praying and ask God to lead you on the right path, because sometimes your path and his path are two different things, and y'all don't be listening. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all don't listen to the Lord, but y'all may not hear him clearly, and you just have to dive deep and ask God to help you see him and see what path you are what he is trying to lead you on and stuff like that. So
might I add rebelling people, the people that are not needed in your circle will not be needed in your circle anymore. God, if you ask God to remove certain people from your life, he will definitely do that. Now, it may be the people that you least expected, but that means he knows something that you don't. You can't just expect somebody to be like, oh, they're all good about you. Like, right, you can tell them good news. You can tell them all the good and glamorous stuff that happened in your life. They may be like, oh, yeah, okay. But in reality, they're waiting on your downfall. You know, but God sees that sometimes. Yeah, like sometimes God sees that. God knows that. sometimes people don't see it right away, so therefore he takes, the person and simply removes them out of your life.
I'll tell y'all that kind of leads into like how do we stay positive both separately.
I feel like by staying positive, it's always good to have words of affirmation. It's always good to have a great, friend group, support group. No matter where you are in life, you're going to have a support group. You are. You can't just go through life alone. You just can't. If you don't have nobody around you that's rooting for you, it's going to get tough because we are our worst critics and we sometimes are our best critics. And sometimes it's always good to have an extra person advice or like to ask for help or something of that nature. But positively, I feel like I said, it's always good to have words of affirmation, a good support group. It's always good to know the things that you enjoy. Laughter, if you enjoy like self-care days or something like that, take time and do that and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really stay positive.
Also pretty.
The first thing I do in the morning is literally pray, like literally, or whip out my Bible and read a couple of scriptures, or a couple of chapters of the Bible. Because if I don't start my day off like that, my whole day just gonna be kind of whack, and I'm just out of it, So the first thing I do to stay positive is literally pray and read my Bible because I need Jesus every single day, all day, every single second of the day, like literally. The second thing I would say that how I stay positive is by reading. I actually love to read, and so if I have a favorite book, I get my cup of tea, be sipping on it while I be reading my book, relax. Another thing I do to stay positive is I try to relax as much as I can because, a lot of stuff around you can get hectic, but you can be the peace in the midst of your storms. So go ahead, try to relax, whether it's that fixing you some tea, get into the bathtub, you know what I'm saying? Pouring you a little glass of wine or something,
For my fellas, I know.
I do a lot of stuff, so that's the bare minimum things I can think of right now to stay positive, y'all, because, it's a lot of things to do to stay positive. Whether it's I do like to go on walks sometimes, just hear nature, because it's good to hear nature once in a while. I mean, not every once in a while, but a lot of times, because sometimes, you can be feeling gloomy when you stay in the house all day, and then you be like, I need to go on a walk or
fresh
go outside.
Air.
Right, you need some fresh air.
Change the scenery.
Right.
That actually helps. And also, I'm going to add on, having a well-balanced breakfast. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's keep it at 100. We sometimes skip breakfast. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to eat breakfast every day.
You skip breakfast.
I
have tea. That ain't breakfast, y'all. I'm playing with y'all.
But, child, I don't eat breakfast every day. But when I do, I have noticed when I do eat breakfast, I have a better thought out day. So it helps my mood.
What they say, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But hey, I don't eat that mess, so it's no. But y'all, it is good to get your first meal of the day in. But not at no 2 p.m. I'm talking about like at least 8 or 9 or 10 a.m.
College students.
No.
College students, listen up. If you have an 8 a.m. class or a 7:30 class or any a.m. class in the morning, please eat some breakfast, a yogurt, a cereal bar, a banana, make some juice, like the energy juice, like something. And I promise you, your day gonna go better. Don't just stop at Starbucks every day.
You can stop at Starbucks, get you a little
not every day.
Get you some caffeine. I'm just playing, y'all. Don't drink caffeine every day though, because it will mess you up and you will be sleepy because that's what happened to little old B. Ever since I was younger, I drank caffeine, and guess what happened? Guess what caffeine did to my body, y'all? It makes me tired now. Caffeine don't make you tired?
No, it makes me
Bro,
energized.
no. Caffeine makes me tired now. Well, coffee in general makes me tired now. And I'm just like, nah, bro.
Don't be stopping at Chick-fil-A and trying to catch that thing.
Catch their breakfast, y'all. It ends at 10 a.m.
Oh,
10:30. Oh, 10:30 a.m.
Now, McDonald's
No, don't
is
stop
real.
there.
No, you can get
No,
their hash
don't
brown.
stop
You can
there.
get
Don't, y'all, don't
get
listen
you
to
a
her.
sausage.
Please don't stop there.
Biscuit.
That nasty old mess. You know what they put in there?
Podcast.
That is
on our
nasty,
show.
man. That is nasty.
Yeah.
Don't listen to her, y'all. Please don't stop at no McDonald's, y'all. Y'all gonna mess up y'all bodies. Y'all can stop at I'll say y'all can stop at Wendy's before y'all do McDonald's.
Wendy's.
I don't eat Wendy's, but I'm saying they can stop
I
at
know
Wendy's.
Wendy's got that good breakfast.
Oh, they do? You had it before?
No, I haven't, but I know they serve it.
I never have either. I just heard it was good though. But I never had it though.
But
yeah. Yeah, go stop and get y'all a good breakfast. Or if y'all can't make a quick breakfast, just, stop at the store or something.
I'm going to add on, y'all need to take y'all vitamins. Let's be
honest. Do you take your vitamins?
I take my vitamins. Do you take your vitamins?
Because I never saw you take your vitamins the day you was over here. You saw me take mine. You saw me take mine.
Look.
I take mine all day, every morning.
Take your supplements. Yeah. Take your vitamins. I feel like that's important. That's extremely important. Sometimes.
So y'all, sorry for the dogs. If y'all hear dogs in the background, they just gonna be barking, and I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, but keep going.
Take your supplements because that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So I would take my supplements before class and have a good, well-balanced breakfast before class and read the Bible before class. And yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when you don't take your supplements, you see changes like in your body and stuff.
Your whole entire day feel off.
Well, that too. But shoot, take your supplements, everybody. Take your vitamins. Take all your healthy greens and all of that in the morning. If you can't in the morning, do it in the afternoon. Because who says what time of day you can take your supplements? I prefer the mornings though, so I don't know what to tell y'all. But we're gonna go into our next question, y'all. So, do you learn from the past or do you live in the past?
As for me,
mm-hmm.
I believe I learned from my past. I feel like I have learned from my mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Being 21, turning 22, I've definitely learned from my mistakes. And it's some things like it was shown to me one time, and I don't ever got to worry about that again, right? But I do feel like people also live in the past because it's like, maybe it's that one reoccurring thing that keeps on happening in their life, and it's just like they hope for the best, they see the potential, but it's not there. Like, just move on.
Because sometimes I feel like we can see the good in things and people so much, and then we be blindsided by the fact that they just keep doing that, or something still keeps going wrong, and it's just like, oh man, we just gotta let it go.
At that point, it is what it is.
Right. We just gotta let it go, We can't be living in the past the whole time. Like, if it's a reoccurring thing too, like, just get away from it.
Look, if you met a person a long time ago,
mm-hmm.
and they habits were awful then,
right?
Their habits probably gonna be awful now. Now, I do believe people change.
That's only if you see it reoccurring. Though.
Yeah, if you see it reoccurring, you just let that person go.
Yeah. But I feel like I can do a little bit of both sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I do learn more from my past than trying to live in it, because there's a bunch of things like, shoot, ever since we were little, I've been learning things. Shoot, right. I'm pretty sure everyone has. Since they were little, they've been learning things in situations and stuff like that. And now that I'm in my 20s, early 20s at that, and it's just like, dang, like lived and learned a lot. Like, and you're only like, and we're only 21 years old, and that's really crazy to me because, like, imagine if we didn't learn anything like from our mistakes or other people's mistakes. That would be like crazy, and we would just be, I don't even know, we would just be out of whack. That's how I can describe it. We can be out of whack. But for the most part, I can say that I do a little bit of both sometimes because, you know, some traumatizing things happen and it's just like, it gets brought back up and I'm just like, well, why is it being brought up? Because something triggered that. But then again, you already learned from it, move on. And you heal from it and you're good. So, you know, and some people healing processes take longer times than others. Because, you know, you deal with trigger things in different ways, and it's different for everybody, so it's not gonna always be the same. Usually you might have similar situations that happen, but they're always gonna be different, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna answer this last question for y'all, and we're gonna get up out of y'all hair because hopefully y'all not tired of us talking to y'all.
Right.
I really hope, because this is only our first podcast, so I hope y'all in tune with us. And if y'all want to leave some questions down below, y'all always know y'all can leave them in the comment section. And you already know. So you ready for this last question?
What's tea, sis?
Okay, so what are some key elements that we came across in our lives or in our life?
To be patient, number one.
Oh yeah.
To learn how to say no would probably be the second one.
That's a big one.
And number
I'm
three,
still learning that.
definitely, like learning how to speak up for yourself.
That's a hard one. You're not gonna have because, that is a hard one. Speaking up for myself because I'm more of a shy person and I'm just like closed off sometimes, and most of the time I'm always in my shell. So it's just like I like, even if like someone is joking about something, but it's just like I really don't know how to speak up for myself sometimes, and that's kind of bad because it's just like, girl, just, you know, say how you feel instead of just sitting there taking that. Like, I just be looking so dumbfounded, and then people be like, girl, you're not gonna say nothing? I just be like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, and then like I think my fourth thing, probably on my fourth. Mm-hmm. My fourth would be knowing to tell yourself it's okay if it did not go right the first time. Mm-hmm. And giving yourself patience and forgiving yourself. I really think it's like a big deal, you know, to have.
Yeah,
to do.
That is a big one, forgiving yourself, because it's easy to, well, I'm not saying for all people, but
it's easy
to forgive others, but forgiving yourself is a big one because like you're harder on yourself. So it's just like,
right,
sometimes you just be like, oh, I'm not forgiving myself for what I did, and you just be like, girl, come on now, it's like, okay, be real. It's okay, girl, you made a mistake, move on. Like, it's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. We're not dying, so it's fine. But yeah, I feel like what I've learned is to say no, but I'm still in the process of learning that, because saying no is difficult sometimes, because especially when you're really nice, and it's kind of hard. So you're just like, I don't know if I can say no, especially like if you know that person and how they are, and so it's just like, I don't know.
It takes courage to say no. Let me say that. It takes a lot of courage. Hell, it takes courage to speak your mind. Sometimes you gotta actually speak your mind. Don't second guess yourself.
You can't hold back from saying how you really feel.
Speak how you want to speak. Speak how you want to speak, but do it. I'm not gonna say get aggressive. No. Be aggressive. No, but put your foot down. Let people know. Right. Let people know. Stand your ground, baby.
Even if that's through a letter, no, I'm serious, because I do that, because when I don't know, when I can't say how I feel verbally, because I know how I am. I'm an emotional person, and I'll break down in a split of a second. If I talk about how I feel, I'll just write it down in a letter or something and give it to that person. So it's just not like, oh, like, this girl don't know how to talk. But yeah, I write my feelings down in letters and I give it to people. So whether it's like giving a letter to a person, texting that person, or however you deal with that kind of situation, like, just go for it. Don't hold back. What else have I learned so far? I've learned that everything is not gonna get done on time. Like, it's okay. Like, things will get done. Maybe not right now, but it's gonna get done eventually. You know what I'm saying?
You know how many? It don't matter how many months. It don't matter how many years.
Right.
As long as you keep your end goal in mind in life, on what you want to do and how you want to succeed, it's gonna happen.
Literally, like, we keep being on 6 songs, bro.
It's gonna happen.
But yes, and that's kind of putting my foot down is what I've been learning too, because I really don't know how to, be kind of like firm with how I say things when I really mean it, and people take that as a joke. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like kind of hard. I'm dead serious. Yes, like I may be smiling and laughing, but no, I'm dead serious. Like, and some people take that as a joke, and I'm like, be serious with me. If I'm talking about a serious subject and I want to get touchy with you, I'm being like serious. I don't care how much I laugh, how much I smile. Like, I'm really serious, and I have to just put my foot down and say that. And if they want to take it how they take it, they took it how they took it. We won't bring it back up again.
Like, unfortunately, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, people sometimes can be stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
So often I feel like people don't know how. Like, they're still learning. Like, I'm not, like, all the stuff I'm telling y'all, like, it's not gonna happen over time. Like, it took a lot of courage for me to learn how to say no, how to speak up for myself and stuff like that. And now, like, I can tell you no. If you tell me to do something, I'm gonna say no. Like, and now, but some people, it takes them years to learn how to say no. And they feel like, another thing, they feel like they're gonna be judged if they say no. Like, no is no.
Right.
So there's no more convincing, there's no more any of this.
It's
like,
literally
no is no.
what you want to do. So if you said no, it's okay. Like,
if that person can't come to an agreement and understand
they don't validate your feelings. Like, literally,
they can go.
They literally don't validate your feelings because you said no, like, they'll be okay. It's okay. But yeah, y'all, I think we about to wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up.
Because, but if it's morning, evening, night, midday for y'all, I want y'all to have a beautiful rest of y'all day. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the moon. You can go out there in the moon, under there, sit under the stars, stargaze, and don't forget to follow us on all of our platforms, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Did I forget one? Oh, Spotify, because we're going to be uploading on Spotify as well. Yep. So don't forget to follow us on all of our platforms at Classy Girl Code. See y'all soon.
Bye.